haters talking about.
What's up, family? Justin Vaughn and Marcus Riley said that they visited a Buffalo Wild Wings to celebrate a kid's birthday party, and they were attacked viciously by racism. Backstory. So Justin and Marcus goes to the Buffalo Wild Wings on 75th Street and Route 59 in Naperville, Illinois. Remember that location, family, so that you can take the proper action if you live in that area. They're trying to get set up. They get there early before the rest of the party. Justin goes and tells one of the managers, hey, I thought we had 15 people, but we actually have 18. So can you set up 3 more chairs? The manager comes, well, not the manager, but the host comes back a little time later, and he explains to Justin that, hey, I need you to move because one of our regular customers doesn't like black people. Well, first he asked them what race were they, and Justin was like, well, what does that matter? Well, our regular customer, he doesn't want black people sitting by him. So, of course, Justin holds his ground. Like, no, we're not moving anywhere. I'm not moving because of a customer wants me to move. So, the manager comes over and tries to convince them to move. That doesn't work. Another manager comes over, and another comes over, but they still won't move. Finally, after the whole party gets there, 6 adults and what would that be, 12 children, they finally just decide to leave and go to another restaurant, which I'm glad they did and did not give them money, because it really trips me out when people are treated badly at an establishment and they would still patronize it. They would still give them money. I don't understand that. But they decided to go to a different restaurant. It took them a while to figure that out, to get there, but they did finally decide to leave. Here's the wildest part of the story. That ain't even wild. We used to this type of stuff by now, right? Some people just can't help themselves. I mean, it just cannot help themselves. Like, yeah, I think it's hereditary. Anyway, worst case, or worst part, the host was described as a young black man. We've seen this play before, right? Way back in the slavery days. One of the ways that they were able to control slaves was with other blacks. There were black overseers in the fields. There were black overseers on the ships that were taking black people away from their homeland in Africa and making them slaves headed to America, or to the Americas. These type of people should be tarred and feathered. And you know what? There is no place for these types in society. There is nothing worse than a traitor. This is why Donald Trump must go. He is a traitor to the American people. He must be forced out of office and locked up in the nearest jail cell. He got to go. I wish I knew the host's name because I would put him on blast. What a despicable human being. And I say human being with hesitance. A great deal of hesitance. Nothing when I think to get those guys are usually like young people that work at these type of establishments. But let's just say he works at Buffalo Wild Wings, so they sell alcohol there. Do they sell alcohol? I think they sell alcohol there. In any event, I'm assuming he's somewhere around the teenage age, or he's a young 20s or whatever. In any event, even when I was 10 years old, you couldn't get me to do that. You could not get me to go to a table and tell a black person to move because the white guy or whoever this guy was don't like black people. He don't want to sit by black people. You talking about me? I couldn't do it. I don't know how God made those type of people, how someone's brain could get them to think that way, to think that that's okay. That would have been my last day on the job. Easy. There's a such thing as integrity. Some people would do good to learn that. Whatever your name is, talking to the host, your actions trumped the actions of the standard bigot. We're used to that. Come to expect that. We're also used to black sellouts. We're used to that. But I got to give it to you anyway. For playing yourself, chunking yourself, betraying your own race. Your mama should be embarrassed and your daddy should have pulled out. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?
Damn.